Hey guys, it's Rick. I'm back. It's been a long time since I've done a haul video, or any video for that matter, here lately. It's been a really rough time around the house, a lot of stuff going on. But I've got a lot of stuff, and it was time to go through it and show off everything I got. So there's going to be stuff from a little bit of everywhere that I'll be showing off. First time buys from Fi, off their online service. A couple from Arrow, some pickups from Shout, just a big variety of stuff. A McKay order, just a lot of movies that I have not showed off. I want to show you what I got and get your thoughts. So we'll get started. All right, let's get started. So I've got a ton of stuff here. I'm going to start with one I found at the Dollar Tree. Actually, I got a couple at the Dollar Tree. This is called The Frankenstein Theory. Only way it's been released, as far as I know, on DVD. I've seen this one time, didn't mind it. It's a found footage Frankenstein movie, which not bad. I've got a plan with Frankenstein this year, so I'm going to be picking up a lot of movies for the Halloween season. So, but fun flick, didn't mind it. Monster Family. Now, we saw the second one on Amazon and we really enjoyed it, but we couldn't find the first one to watch. So, lo and behold, Dollar Tree ended up having both of these for $1.25. So, something that we're going to really enjoy this year. Now, I got lucky. I had wanted these next three movies came from Fi. So we've got Dirty Work, Madhouse, and Ski School. All these are out of print because it looks like Olive Films has went under. So, and I had ordered Ski School from deep discount, but they were out of stock on eBay and didn't ship it. But I was able to pick all three of these great comedies up for a little bit, for a decent price. So I'm glad to have these in my comedy collection. Horror of Frankenstein. Not only is it a Frankenstein movie that I wanted, I hadn't seen this one, and I am trying to build the full Hammer set. So just another one for the collection, along with The Lost Continent, another classic Hammer film. I remember seeing this when I was a kid, really enjoyed it. Alright, there was an Arrow sale not too long ago. I picked up a couple of things I've wanted for a while. The Herschel Gordon Lewis Feast, which has like, it's 14 films if I'm not mistaken. Then you got Cold War Creatures here, which has one of my personal favorites, The Giant Claw. Anytime you can get Arrow cheap, it's a good thing. So this one I've wanted for years and just never would budge because of the price, and it finally dropped. I think I got this for about $30. Same with this one. This was out of print for a while because it had posters and stuff, and I don't care about posters, and I just want the movie. So glad to have those. Couple of Shout exclusives. I saw this one on Tubi, and I don't know something about it. I really enjoyed it. So I went on and ordered it, and they had this one there as another exclusive, and it was solid. So these were two solid pickups. Now, the only problem I have with these Shout releases is there's no special features on it at all. I'm paying $30 for a movie. I like having some type of special feature. This is a random Amazon pickup, Grave of the Vampire. I do like old vampire movies. Never seen this from the 70s. Ended up being pretty solid. It kind of influenced Blade. It's about a guy whose mother is raped by a vampire, and he has the vampire, just to feed off blood as well. He hasn't got that bloodlust as bad as Dad does, but it's just a solid flick to check out, and I say it was a big hit in the 70s. Another Amazon pickup, Monster Go Home. I do like the Munsters. I love the fact that they included the follow-up movie, Monsters Revenge, as a special feature. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared to see what Rob Zombie's gonna do with this. Alright, these three here, I got these from my mom's thrift store. Movies I've wanted for a while: Rise of the Guardians, Pictures of Tintin, which ended up being really fun, and the A-Team movie, which I didn't mind. So, good movies to have. Rise of the Guardians I'll probably watch this Christmas. As I said before, I'm on a Frankenstein kick. 2 different Frankenstein movies from 2 different times. Frankenstein movie from the 70s with the always beautiful Jane Seymour. And this one's from 2015. I haven't seen this one. I think I've seen bits and pieces of this years ago. So this will be something fresh to watch. Unfortunately, when you wait to buy things, sometimes it can bite you in the butt. And I had to go into Kino's recent Wild Supplies last sale to pick up some things. The first 3, we got The Siege of Firebase Gloria, good R. Lee Emery flick, set in Vietnam, of course. Spiral Staircase, I haven't seen this one, and Black Sabbath. Now, I have the AIP version. This is the Italian cut, which I hear is farly superior. Doesn't have Boris Karloff's own voice, which is kind of a downer. Next 3. Trilogy of Terror. I had part 2, so I wanted part 1 to complete that set. Space Camp. Used to watch this like crazy in school. Burn Witch Will Burn, which is a remake of a Lon Chaney Jr. film, I think called The Weird Woman, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that, but a nice variety of stuff here. Scream. This was a solid sequel. I didn't mind it. I like, unlike anybody else, I like nostalgia, and it did hit the right notes. So, be interesting to see how the series continues. I now have all the Scream films in my collection. This was a surprise. I really enjoyed this. This is Buster Keaton Rides Again. Now, anyone that knows me knows I don't pre-order anything. I just don't. But this was a documentary of Buster Keaton, in like 64, 65, making a short in Canada called The Railrodder. This also has another documentary on it called Helicopter Canada, which is this helicopter is just doing aerial footage of Canada from east to west coast. So, and that's kind of what The Railrodder's about as well. The documentary is about 55 minutes long. You get to see a little bit on Buster's life. Orson Welles narrates it, so you're getting a class act, and I really enjoyed it. I really want to get more Buster in my collection, and Vinegar Syndrome had this. This is put out by like Canadian International Pictures. I mean, you got a slip here, which I normally don't care about slips, but for the hell of it, I grabbed it. All right, now my McKay's trip. So, got my receipt right here. Total purchases, I had $125.75 worth of credit. I paid $1.75 for everything you're gonna see. And I even got some DVDs. This is probably my favorite find of the day. This is the Lon Chaney collection. It's got 3 of his silent films, plus a documentary about Lon Chaney. But my favorite feature see it. It's a photo reconstruction of London After Midnight. I saw that on TNT years ago. I had one time had this many years ago, got rid of it like a dummy, and the only thing I could find was a DVR. But I actually found the original release in fantastic shape, so I'm glad to have this in my collection. Again, yeah, it says $22.95. Didn't cost me that because I had a bunch of trade credit. Another one I've wanted for a very long time. This is the Gotham City Serials collection, the 2 Batman serials, Batman and Batman and Robin, from 43 and 49. So a lot of people believe Adam West was the first Batman. He was not. There were 2 different guys that had played him here. And, you know, every review you read talk about how you can't do this because there were so many political overtones at that time. But I love film serials. Don't care. Wanted to see it. And this was a really good find. Good shape. Doesn't look like it was ever really played. Very clean. So, glad to have this one in the collection. Alright, so I don't have any more DVDs. I have one, but we won't go into that because that's for a friend. I picked up G.I. Joe Retaliation. I did get the first 4K when it came out, but this one sold out because it's the better movie. So I'm happy to have this. It's only $11.95 used, but yeah, definitely a fun thing to have for the collection. I didn't mind this one at all. Bruce Willis was good in it, what it is, and for what it was. And The Rock is Roadblock. Okay, I'll deal with it. It wasn't bad. Another 4K for the collection. Halloween Kills. I've got all the Halloween films except for the Rob Zombie ones now. I don't know if I'll ever put those in my collection because I just don't care for them. But this one was essential and I'm glad to have it. Now this I watched tonight for the first time since the 80s. It held up really well. It's Red Heat. Arnold Schwarzenegger and James Belushi. Any fans of the film out there, I'd love to hear some comments on it. It was just a great movie. All right. Pirates of the Caribbean. I never owned any of these. I was going to wait for the other 4K editions, but then I heard how bad they were, and from looking at some of the footage, they do look pretty rough. So I decided to pass on them when I saw these so cheap. Now, I need to get part 4 and 5, but I do have these first 3. My wife's had an interest in rewatching these, and she asked me if I'd pick them up, so I got them. But $2.95, $6.95, $4.95, not a bad deal. 9. I've got a lot of friends that have in their collection say this is a really good flick. At only $2.95, it was worth the risk. I remember the preview. It looked really interesting. Might watch this tomorrow. Piranha Double D. So both of these were released in 3D. I don't have a 3D television, so I just picked up the regular releases of it, which were a lot cheaper than the 3D releases. So $4, $7. I have the original Piranha movies. There is one that's DVD only that I gotta find. It was a remake from like '95, but these are the modern ones. My wife has this. She loves water monsters, sharks, piranhas, killer whales, whatever. It's her thing. So I got these for our collection for that. And one more. Limelight, Charlie Chaplin. Now, I have a lot of Charlie's movies. I didn't have this one. I need to get The Great Dictator. There's a few others that I'll probably end up picking up as well. But this
was one of the last movies he acted in, to my understanding, and it has an appearance by Buster Keaton, which I thought, okay, well, that's pretty neat. I went in hoping to get The Cameraman, a Buster Keaton movie on Blu-ray, but I couldn't find any Buster Keaton anything. So classic films were kind of a disappointment in my case trip, but I still ended up with this gem. So I'm going to close on this one. So if you've seen Limelight, chime in. Let me know. Is it good? Alright guys, that's it. I've got a wide range of movies that I've got through April and May so far. Got a few other things that'll be coming later on, so I may do another one of these videos at the end of the month. But I will have some more content coming. I've been trying to work on some new ideas because, you know, the problem with YouTube is everybody does the same thing. My haul videos are the ones that people love the most because they gives them ideas, and I understand that. So, got a good haul in today. As always, take care and go watch a movie.